round, cheese. And Jack remembered his mother's words. What was it? You should have carried it on your head. So Jack, he put it on his head, started walking home. And the sun was shining. It was a hot day, just like it is today in Braga. And the sun started to melt the cheese, and the cheese ran and matted into his hair. And when he got home, he told his mother. And his mother said, "You foolish boy, you should have carried it in your hands." The next morning, he kicked Jack out of the house. And Jack, he went and he worked in the big kitchen of the big house. And all day long he was helping the cook. He was washing the pans and started walking home. But the cat was a rat catcher, not a domestic cat. It was a wild cat, and it scratched Jack. And Jack, let go, and the cat ran away. And when he got home, what did his mother say? "You foolish boy, you should have tied it with a bit of string and dragged it home behind you." The next morning, he kicked Jack out of the house. And Jack, he went and he worked for right here. It's very comfortable here. Very nice. Everybody is very kind. Okay. So you're going to tell them. Listen carefully to Katarina's ending and see if your ending is similar to her ending or is it different from her ending. So tell them. So let's just remember. So Jack was walking through the street, carrying the donkey across his shoulders. Tell them what happened.
I think he's going to get home, and his mom will tell him how foolish he is, and then, but she will be pleased with his work during the week, and then she will be glad to have him home, but will tell him to keep looking for work.
Because finally he gets home with something. He gets home with a donkey.
But not in the right way.
But you think? But now his mother's going to change her attitude.
Yes, because he worked hard that way.
Okay. Thank you very much, Katarina. Stay there a moment. If your ending is quite similar to Katarina's, he gets home with the donkey, and his mother's pleased, changes her attitude. Please stay here. Thank you very much, Katarina. So listen to Rodrigo's ending and see if his ending is similar to your ending. So tell them, Rodrigo. There he is, carrying the donkey.
He's carrying the donkey, he crosses the bridge, he falls to the river and he lost it.
He drowns. He falls into the river, carrying the donkey, and he drowns.
Same river where he left the penny.
The same river where he dropped the penny. So it goes back to the beginning. He doesn't just drop the donkey, he himself drowns in the river. What? Do you think he deserves to drown in the river for his foolishness? No, but that's what happens. Okay. If you've got an ending where Jack dies, drowning in the river or some other, who else has an ending like this one? Most people do. And some people do and some people don't. I mean, when I tell a story or listen to a story, I don't see pictures. I'm not a very visual person. A lot of people do see pictures. And were they moving pictures or were they still pictures?
Moving.
Like watching a movie. Were you distant from the movie or were you inside the movie? Distant, like watching a screen. Was it colour or black and white?
It's colour.
What about other people? Put your hand up if you saw colour pictures. Who saw more black and white pictures? Nobody? Oh, that's interesting. Well, usually there are some people who don't see colour in their imaginations very much when they're listening to stories. And who saw moving pictures? Who saw more still pictures, like photos? Some people, yeah. And did anybody imagine could anybody hear the sounds in the story in their imagination? Yeah? What sounds did you hear?
The milk being poured into Jack's pocket.
So you actually imagined the sound of the milk going, what sound did it make?
Like waterfall.
Like waterfall. So some people have you're probably, like me, I have a very auditory style of thinking about the world. You can hear imagining sounds, even if they're sounds that aren't described. What More questions?
Do you travel a lot?
Do I travel a lot?
Why did you choose that job?
Why did I choose job of storytelling? Okay. More questions? Okay, oh, one more.
Do you work alone?
Do I work alone? Okay, thank you. Let's stop there. Oh, one more.
From where do you learn your stories?
Where do I learn my stories from? Okay, good. Good timing. I don't know if I can remember all your questions, but I'll do my best. I'll tell you the answers to those questions if I can. So, I make a living as a storyteller. I used to be a full-time teacher of English, teaching English to students from around the world in the UK. Before that, I used to teach English in Spain. And then 6 years ago, the school where I was working closed, and I had to find another teaching job, and it was difficult. I found work in the university in my city, in Exeter, but at the beginning, they could only offer me part-time work. And for a long time, I've been doing theatre as an actor, as a hobby, and I've been telling stories to my students. I was interested in drama. I'd started writing a book about drama. Brother goes to his mother, "Mother, let me go, I will bring back..." Do I kill the king of the elves? What should I do? Why? What will happen if I kill him?
He and his brothers and sisters return to his home.
We will or we won't. If I kill him,
No, he kills him, they will.
you think so? Who thinks I should kill him? Who thinks I should kill him?
Kill him? That's what she said. If you kill him, you and your brothers will come.
But my brothers are dead. Who thinks I should not kill them? Child Roland stood with the point of his father's sword at the throat of the king of the elves, and the king of the elves is begging for his life. And Child Roland says, "I will spare your life if you bring back to me my brothers and my sister." And slowly the king of the elves rises to his feet. And he looks, his eyes blazing green that Child Roland cannot look at him. The king of the elves steps to where Bird Ellen is seated upon the golden couch. And he takes the crystal comb from her hair. And can you stand face to face with your partner? It could be using all of this space in your own space. Okay, find standing face to face with a partner very quickly. Face to face. If you haven't got a partner, put up your hand.
Face to face, vocês estão de lado, pá. Face to
You
face.
haven't got a partner.
Face to face é frente a frente.
Everybody got a partner? Good. Okay. You'll need to listen very carefully. You and your partner are A and B. A, you have just moved to a new city. And you don't know anybody in this city. You have unpacked your bags. By the way, you're going to give yourself a different name, A and B. You're going to give yourself a different name. Okay, it doesn't matter which name. So A and B. A, you've unpacked your bags, and you realise there's something that you need. It's not food, it's not drink, it's an object. It's something that you need, but don't say it, just think. And you really need it now. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to your neighbour's house. Your new neighbour, you've never met them, it's your first evening in this new city, and you're going to knock at the door, and what's your neighbour going to do? B, you're going to open the door, and and it's very friendly, so you're going to actually, find out each other's name, remember choose a different name, and you're going to be very, greet each other, and then you're going to ask very politely, could you, to borrow this item from B. B, you're very friendly, you would like to help, but you cannot help them. You cannot help them, okay. So it's quite a short conversation in English. 3, 2, 1, knock at the door.
Knock, knock.
My name is John. How are you? I'm new in town. I can read this whole
A, say goodbye. Okay, so A, did you get what you needed? No. Okay, good. A, put your hand in the air and keep your hand in the air. Keep your hand in the air if you are A. Listen. Go and stand with a different B. So you need to keep your hand in the air, but maybe in the next house. And you've never met them before, so you don't hold hands. And you knock at the door, same thing. You're going to ask if you can, you're going to meet them, you're going to ask if you can borrow this thing. This neighbour is quite friendly. They could lend you this thing, but they don't want to. They don't want to lend it to you. Now make some polite excuse. Okay? Couple of minutes, begin.